Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Beating the Odds. It is Tuesday, April 11th, 2023, and we are back with our NBA best bets of the day. If you're new to the channel, my name is Zach, and welcome to Beating the Odds. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, hit the notification bell so you never miss a pick. We post NBA videos every single day along with MLB and NHL videos. Both those videos are live now, so definitely go check those out. We're going after our first 5,000 subscribers, so I'm really excited to have y'all here. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money. So to recap yesterday's results, we didn't have any games to bet on. However, we have some futures that we gave out yesterday. I'm going to review those really quickly. We had Grizzlies plus 700 win the West. I think that's some really good value, especially with Ja, Dylan Brooks, Desmond Bane, who, by the way, Desmond Bane, one of the most underrated players in the NBA, and Jaren Jackson Jr. I mean, that's a recipe for success, especially since in the playoffs you shrink your bench like crazy. I have Golden State plus 330 to win the West. Combine those two, it's like a plus 500 ticket between the two of them. We have the 76ers to win the East at plus 500. I think it's their time. But also the Bucks to win the championship at plus 240. Whoever wins the 76ers Bucks playoff series in the Eastern Conference Finals will win I almost said the tournament. Will win the NBA Finals. And I really like that. I really like that. So overall for the season, we're 245 and 198 for the season. But really, guys, the real season starts now in the NBA. We all know this. I'm so excited for it to get rolling. And before I get to our picks, we have two picks today in the NBA. If you guys have been making you guys money, the NBA, NHL, college basketball, MLB, and when we will be making you a shit ton of money in the NFL and college football, consider becoming a member at zdnbets.com/picks. As a member, you support the channel, but more importantly, you get our picks early, which help a lot with line movements. All of our add-ons are texted to you immediately, so you never miss those. And on top of that, the number that sends you those picks, you can reach out to about any game you're considering betting. You'll get my opinion on it guaranteed, as long as a couple hours before game time. You gotta give me a second. And we also some more perks are coming out for our members here by the end of the month. So I'm really excited to roll those out. So consider becoming a member. Those website is linked below. So we have two picks today in the NBA. I'll start with our best bet of the day, which is the Heat minus 4.5 versus the Hawks. This is my best bet of the day by far. I love this bet. These teams are going in very separate directions as far as trajectory goes. The Hawks are a soft, finesse, undisciplined team. Other than Trae Young doing a high pick and roll, they literally don't have an offense. So you might be like, Zach, wait a minute. They score so many points. First off, it's really easy to score a lot of points when you're playing a Tuesday in Orlando. Like you can, when a team's like not really into it, you can score a lot. The Heat are going to be 100% engaged. And if you look at the Hawks, I've watched a lot of the Hawks this year, unfortunately, and so much of their offense, Trae Young takes the ball up. He runs to his right. Clint Capella comes up, sets a high pick and roll. What Trae Young is looking to do, he gets around. He's going to throw a lob to Capella or try to kick it out for a three. If everyone just stays home, the only thing Trae is going to look to do is try to get a foul or try to get a little floater that almost never works when a team is actually engaged on the defensive end, which will happen a lot in the playoffs. The Heat own them here. Plus, the Hawks play no defense whatsoever. You're telling me that Trae Young is going to guard anybody? He can't. He's 6'1", 150 pounds, soaking wet. He's going to get smoked by whoever they try to put him on. DeJounte Murray, good defender, not going to lie, he's good. DeAndre Hunter, not a terrible defender, but they don't play well on the defensive end. Clint Capella just sits in the middle and tries to block shots. Bam's going to eat him for lunch in the post. Tyler Hero, Trae Young is going to try to guard either Tyler Hero or Jimmy Butler. Not going to happen. The Heat, on the other hand, their biggest problem this year has been health. And they have that under control right now. The only person right now of note that's actually going to be out, looks like, may or may not be Kyle Lowry. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure. He's questionable. I think he plays next. We're in the playoffs. But to me, it's a total mismatch. The Heat, if you guys watched last year when they played the Hawks in the playoffs, they smoked them. It wasn't even close. I mean, it was not a close series whatsoever. I think they won 4-0, 4-1, something like that. It was either a gentleman's sweep or it was a regular sweep. And the games weren't really close. The only game that was close is the one the Hawks won, because I'm remembering now it was a gentleman's sweep. So I'm taking Heat today, minus 4.5. I love them in this spot. The Sharps, by the way, love the Hawks, just so everyone's aware. But for me, I know basketball enough to just see the value here in the Heat minus 4.5. I think this line will keep moving up, by the way. I've seen now at some lines. For members, you guys got it 4.5, but I'm seeing right now it's at 5.5 for some people. I think this line's gonna keep going up and up and up. I love the Heat here minus 4.5. Next, we have the Timberwolves plus 8.5 versus the Lakers. Now, this is scary, I'm not gonna lie, with their Gobert and Jaden McDaniels thing. However, I think this actually could be the best thing that happens to the T-Wolves. Nobody likes Gobert. Nobody. He won't travel with the team. He will literally not be there. He will literally not be there. Mike Conley is a great point guard. He controls the pace. He is a prototypical floor general. He is that guy. Anthony Edwards is the second best player on the floor behind Anthony Davis. He's better than LeBron at this point in the game. Not saying LeBron's not great. Anthony Edwards is just better. And Anthony Edwards last year, if you remember, single-handedly beat the Clippers. Like, he single-handedly beat the Clippers. And for a one game plan, I could see the Timberwolves keeping this game extremely close and possibly winning. Well, Zach, who's going to guard Anthony Davis? Well, there's no one to guard Anthony Davis in the West. There's nobody. And I think, by the way, if the Lakers have to play the Grizzlies in the first round, they're losing in the first round. That's what I think is going to happen. Like, they're going to lose in the first round if they have to play the Grizzlies. And I'll tell you this right now. Lakers have been better since making those trades, and they're 100% right on that. I think it was the right move. However, I think Karl Anthony Towns listed as questionable. I would assume he plays given the magnitude of this game on national TV, in LA, in the playoffs. You're being called soft all year. Like, you would think Karl Anthony Towns is going to play. I don't think that Anthony Davis will be able to guard Karl Anthony Towns because Karl Anthony Towns plays so far away from the basket. And Anthony Davis, you also don't know if he falls the wrong way. Is he going to be out for 6 weeks with a minor ankle injury? You just don't know. And to me, this just screams too many points. That's just what I like. Listen, I'm not saying the Lakers are going to lose this game. I think the Lakers will win this game if you're taking the money line. But I do think the Timberwolves can keep this game a lot closer than people think it will be. And the Timberwolves right now, again, I don't think they win, but I think they keep it within the 8.5 point spread. This game, I think this game will probably stick right at 8, 7.5, somewhere in that range. I like the T-Wolves plus 8.5. That's what I'm rolling with. Lakers win this game by 7 or 8 points. This will be a sweat. I feel way more calm about the Heat than I do the Timberwolves, but that's just me. So we might do some ads as far as like totals go, maybe some player props, that sort of thing. But a quick recap what we have right now with the Heat minus 4.5 and the Timberwolves plus 8.5. So let's go lock in those picks, y'all. Let's go win together today. Let's go make some money, and I will see you all tomorrow. Make sure y'all check out those other videos.